What is up, Friar Faithful? We are back, baby. We are back with another episode. This is going to be episode number 2 for 2024. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Right now, the game is actually on. The Padres are playing the A's. And I'll go ahead and start off with Pedro Avila, who's trying to pitch for a starting position, I believe. I don't think he's a starting pitcher. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know last year at the end of the season, they threw him in there as a starter. I think it was once or twice, and he didn't do that great. I think he pitched maybe like 3 or 4 innings. So I don't see him as a starting pitcher. I do see him as a reliever, though. I think he'll be a good reliever. So I think maybe he's pitching for a reliever position because I don't see him starting off. He already gave up a home run against the Oakland A's. So, yeah, not looking too good for him. I will say that before we go on, just kind of like a recap really quick. Last episode was pretty much like a tribute to Peter Seidler. So going forward, we want to get our tickets for the Seidler Memorial, which is on the 23rd. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do that. There are still tickets available that you can get, and you just have to type in Padres as a promo code, and also FanFest. So if you haven't got your tickets for that, I'm not sure if those are still available. I already got my tickets for both, so I will be going to that. I think I only got 2 tickets for each, just to allow other people to get their tickets. I don't want to hog them all up. So yeah, please make sure you go on to the Padres official website and get your free tickets for both of those events, the 23rd and the 24th. So I will be going to that. If you see me, give me a shout out, or come up to me and say what's up. So a lot going on going forward. I'm looking forward to the season. It's spring training right now. Things are happening. A lot of things are happening. The Padres still don't have a starting pitcher other than Joe Musgrove and Yu Darvish, which is not enough. We need at least 4. So I think the Padres are probably going to go with Michael King as another starting pitcher, and probably Johnny Brito, but I don't know yet. It's not a for sure thing, but most likely it's probably going to be those two guys. So we'll have 4. For 5th position, starting position, I'm not really sure. I think it's going to be up in the air between Matt Waldron and Tom Cosgrove. So those 4 guys, Waldron, Brito, Cosgrove, and King, are probably going to be the dudes that are going for that 3rd and 4th starting position. Who knows what the order will be? I don't think that really matters too much, but in terms of who's going to fill the rest of the starting position. So you got King, Waldron, Brito, Cosgrove, and maybe Avila? I don't know. But as far as who's going to get what, it's kind of up in the air. It doesn't really matter, but just what's the point is that who's going to start, right? So you got Darvish and Musgrove starting. Who's going to take the 3rd, 4th, and possibly 5th? I don't know what the rotation is going to be. They're going to go with the 4-man rotation, a 5-man rotation, or even a 6-man rotation. So for me, those are the pitchers that are really going to be in the running for those spots. So that's what we're looking forward to. I feel good about those folks. I feel good about King, Waldron, Brito, and Cosgrove. Cosgrove did a great job the other day. So I think they'll be okay, because that's all we got, unless we sign another starter. I think we have about $18 million left. We got 18. The Padres have $18 million to play with, and so what can you get for that kind of money? It's tough to say. Everybody's holding out for Snell. They're crossing their fingers. They're lighting candles for Snell. But the only way I think they can get Snell is if they give him like a 7-year contract, so they don't go over the CBT. I don't think they're going to go over the CBT. That's not going to happen. So forget about that. The only way they can get Snell is if they give him like a 7-year contract and give him, like, again, 18 million is the limit for this year, and then next year, if they spread it out over 7 years, I think they'll be okay. But I don't see Snell doing that, so you can kiss that goodbye. Who knows where he's going to go? If maybe he doesn't go anywhere. Who knows? His agent, Scott Boras, is not going to want to settle for less. It's more about Scott Boras than it is about Blake Snell right now. Or else he would have signed with somebody already. So, yeah, that's what happens when you sign up with Scott Boras. I love that movie, McGuire. I got to go watch that again because it's just funny. And it just reminds me of the situation right now. So check that movie out if you haven't seen it. I don't even know if it's called Jerry Maguire, if that's the name of the movie or not. But yeah, if you just look at Jerry Maguire, you'll find the movie and you'll find the name of it.
What you gonna do, Jerry? Congratulations, you're still my agent.
So other than that, the other big positions that are up on the table is center field, left field, and let's see, center, left. I guess that's pretty much it. So I do see the Padres keeping Brett Sullivan because he could be a third catcher, but he could also play center and he could also play left. So they're probably going to go with Brett Sullivan. He's been playing well and his offense has been okay. I think he hit a home run the other day. So Brett Sullivan is probably going to be somebody they're going to want to keep. Other than that, I mean, there are so many other people. I do see them going with Jackson Merrill. I think he's going to start. He's going to be a position player. He's going to start I think he's going to start in Korea probably, which is going to be fucking crazy. Jackson Merrill playing center field in Korea, but that I have a feeling he's going to be starting off in the major leagues this year. So we got Jackson Merrill. Other than him, we already got Jerks and Profar. So what's he going to do? Is he going to start in left, or is it going to be Jose Azocar? Who knows? Could be between either one of those two. But I see either one of them playing left field. Jackson Merrill playing center, and then you have Eggy Rosario. I think he'll be a bench player for third. I think that's going to stay the same. Pauly, not sure what he's going to do. He might be benched for first, backup Cronenworth, just in case anything happens to him if he gets hurt, or just to give him a break. You got Johnson, McCoy, Batten, and Mercado. Those are the other four people that I see possibly being starters, bench players. So I like Mercado. I think he hit 2 home runs already, one more than Shohei Ohtani. So he seems like a deal. Not sure what's going to happen with that or with the other folks, but he might have a chance. He might have a chance at and Cal Mitchell. I don't think I mentioned him. Cal Mitchell, he could be a bench player, and he could be a DH. All these folks could be DHs as well. But Cal Mitchell could be a backup bench player for Tatis. It's the 8th inning, 9th inning. You want to give Tatis a break. And remember last year, one of the issues was that a lot of these guys didn't have a backup. They didn't have a bench that they could go to. So they played every single game, and they didn't get breaks. And so that was a big deal that the previous manager was not happy with. And so that might be something that they want to change, right? They want to be able to give Tatis a break. They want to give Machado a break, which I think they got with Rosario, but they might use somebody else as well. Do they want to give Xander a break at second? Do they want to give Cronenworth a break at first? So if they do want to give these guys a day off, they're going to have a bench. And so there are a lot of these players that they could use as bench players. So that would be cool. Other than that, I think we are okay. So that's what I'm going to go with. That's what I'm going to roll with. And that's how I'm going to wrap up this episode. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, don't forget to go get your tickets. They are free for FanFest and for the Peter Seidler tribute or memorial. Check that out. So I think the only player one of the other players that I did not mention is Marcy. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but I haven't heard too much about him. Mostly it's been about Jackson Merrill, so it's probably who they're going to start in the majors. Marcy might continue out in the minors. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Keep the faith. Let's go, baby. Peace.